Lifetime Achievement Award for the Chamber is about people who've not just done one great thing, it's people who perennially do great things and keep at it for decades, and that is very clearly what Robert did.
If anybody else had have asked the question, can you get this aeroplane flying again, except Robert, it would never have happened.
Not just getting this incredible aircraft, flying again and raising millions and millions of pounds to do that, inspiring, tens of millions of people across this country, and celebrate, somebody who had an incredible life in business, incredible life in engineering. And I think that's stuff that makes this a lifetime's achievement.
He gave his life to this project. He was such an inspirational man. When you talk to him, he was always Vulcan, 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 heritage, heritage, heritage. And then it was the, how can we use this to inspire young people to get into engineering?
Well, it's an iconic aircraft. It's the shape, the power, the grace, and it's an aircraft once seen, heard and felt, never forgotten. Well, it is one of the most iconic aircraft that we have built in Britain. It's real engineering where the youngsters come along and actually see engineering working properly. One of the fondest memories was seeing him on that day when we had the first flight. All of his dreams to come into fruition on that day. It was quite emotional. We were all trying to be good and brave and what have you, but as soon as the cameras were switched off, there was one or two tears. His happy personality, he was always a happy chappy. The knowledge that he had, it was just phenomenal.
It was devastating to the project and to everything when Robert wasn't there anymore. Without Robert, I don't think it would have ever happened. If you said to Robert, you can't do that, Robert would go and do it. So that's the kind of person he was, and that's how the aircraft got off the ground. To put it bluntly, we don't need rivet knockers anymore. We need people that can come in and use modern technology to build something like this in a sustainable way. And the only way we're ever going to do that is to inspire the young to do it.
We're going to use that aircraft to develop the Green Technology Hub to do that.
To have something of that nature for children and young adults to go to, it'd be absolutely beneficial. For me, getting into engineering, the Vulcan played a huge part in that, and to be able to increase that opportunity for people through the Green Technology Hub will be absolutely brilliant. I don't think I'd be doing what I do now if it wasn't for Robert and the Vulcan.
Well, the main impact, in my view, hasn't happened yet. When we get this building away and we get the youngsters coming in to see that they can have meaningful careers in the future and make a difference, that's the legacy and that's the difference Robert will make. And if he was here now, he'd be thrilled to know that.
Through the Vulcan to the Sky Trust and the Green Technology Hub and the Educational Centre, it'll inspire engineers, not just today, not just next year, but in years to come. Every time that I spoke to him, he just always referred back to the young people of today, and he knew that project work together with the Vulcan could really create something special for our young people. He was really passionate about bringing to life engineering skills in the workshop rather than just the normal academic learning. The work that Robert's done will live on forever.
The times that I've met Robert, it shone through that he was truly inspirational, and he really wanted to see this great aircraft go and continue flying. But then when it needed to come down and be grounded, he still wanted it to be an inspiration to all. And Robert's legacy will live on many, many years after.
I used to say to people when I introduced him who didn't know him, he has the brain the size of a planet. He went to CERN and had a tour and he understood it. That was the scale of Robert's intellect. And in the world of aerospace, where there's a lot of major egos and intellects about, Robert was not like that. There wasn't a negative bone in his body, but he was very tenacious and he wouldn't let go of what he was trying to do.
My relationship with Robert was sort of more through the project and more through acknowledging the brilliant vision that he had. But I'm just really grateful for everything he did for this and for Doncaster.
Well, my fondest hope is I could say, we did it, boss, and your name's over the door. And well done.
If it's something I'd like to say to Robert, thank you for letting me be part of this iconic venture that you dreamt up of to restore this fantastic aircraft to please millions of people. Thank you.